realized you couldn't hear me. I was like, yo, what's going on? We're live, we're in the game. And I just realized, oh, I'm on mute. Oh, damn. So thank you for everyone that's tuned in right now on the YouTube, on the Facebook, on the wherever. But one of the things we're going to start doing, guys, if you didn't know, just to announce it here, it's probably been announced already, but we're actually going to now start doing these events live and in person. So this Friday is the first ever Blockchain Sensei. So it's no longer NFT Fridays, it is now Friday. And this one, we're going to kick it off for all the gamers out there. We're going to be bringing in 2 Nintendo Switches. So it's going to be an event where you can come along, learn about crypto, network with other people, get some drinks, listen to some music, play some Smash Bros, play some Mario Kart, and then we're going to have a little half an hour news and update section on crypto and NFTs and the stock market and whatever. And that's all going to be live streamed, not only on Zoom, not only on YouTube, but also on Twitter Spaces as well. So guys, that is the new update. That is the way things are going to be rolling every single Friday at the DLT from now on. So in the meantime, let me just make my boy co-host so he can do the disclaimer whilst I go and help Keish out with his screen.
All right. What's good, people? Good evening. Welcome to another amazing episode of The Game. It is currently 5 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time. Every single Monday, 8 p.m. to 9:30 UK time. You know the vibes. If you don't know, get to know. At Blockchain Sensei, we do a free weekly webinar called The Game, where we do stocks and crypto market updates, live technical analysis, deep dive into reports, and have special guests. So, without further ado, before getting started, there is a very, very important disclaimer that I must read. Also, don't forget, on the same Zoom link, NFT Fridays, Friday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. UK time. We cover everything, non-fungible tokens, metaverse, etc. And catch the replays on youtube.com/blockchainsensei. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with somebody so we can help more people and spread the value. So, quick disclaimer, terms and conditions. All content is for education, information, and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy, sell, hold any assets, nor place any trades. Please always do your own research. Our content is intended and should only be used for informational use only. It is very important to do your own analysis before making any investments, which should be based on your own individual circumstances. With the hyperinflation of the world, please make sure you pay all your bills before investing 1p into any investment. You should always take independent and don't trade to pay your bills as well. Always maximize your income. Make sure that your income covers your bills. You should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor. Sensei, are you a professional advisor?
No, not at all.
No. Michael Harding, have you acquired a financial advisor accreditation since we last spoke?
Nope. I acquired a financial pagan report. I'm a financial pagan because I don't say things that are actually accredited by a financial advisor, and then they sometimes come true.
By complete coincidence. Alternatively, independently research and verify all and any information you may find in our show, Blockchain Sensei content that you may wish to rely upon, whether you wish to make an investment decision or otherwise. All investments come with a very, very important word, which is
risk.
So please always do your own research. Again, neither myself, Michael Harden, Dublin, who's entered the room, Keish, Sensei, everybody watching this webinar, everybody within the webinar are not financial advisors, and we do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. Big ups to Dublin in the house. However, we are working in collaboration with several accredited advisors. If you're unable to mitigate your risk, then please contact us immediately so we can refer you to an accredited financial advisor. So, in this very exciting episode of The Game, Mr. Keeson Rigg, who is the technical director of Blockchain Sensei. We'll be going through a Grayscale report on the bear market, I believe.
He's just doing some
stand?
techie things right now. I don't know if you can see.
Hey guys, what's good?
He's just doing some techie stuff.
You know, it's actually hilarious right now because I'm on a Mac Mini basically. I'm on a Mac Mini, guys, and I forgot my keyboard and mouse. I literally just had to get one real quick. So I'm literally just loading up and I should be in very shortly.
So in the meantime, I will go over some news. So Ninja, do you want to share the screen, the Twitter? No, the Instagram. It'll be on the Instagram. It'll be on the Instagram.
Yeah. One second. Let me just load that up.
In the meantime, let me get this out there.
Also, remind me at some point within this webinar, let's get a quick live review from Dublin of the little one-on-one session that I did with him last week. Because as promised on NFT Fridays, I said, anybody, and this still stands, by the way, guys, there's still some slots. Whoever goes to the Blockchain Sensei LinkedIn, likes the page, we're at about 100 likes right now, shares and reposts our Spotify article written by a sensei and proofread by myself, and shares it on Twitter, I will give a free one-on-one too.
You know what? You've just reminded me. Sensei, remind me, I need to talk to you about our new blog page that we've got. So all of these posts can go on the blog page.
Okay, cool.
Remind me. So it's down, it's news and roundup. There we go. Click on that one there. All right, there. Go on. Do you want to read those out?
Yeah, sure. So Crypto News Roundup 142, big up to our friends at Crypto Rank for providing amazing news as per. So first thing up in crypto news, the Arbitrum to airdrop new token and transition to their decentralized autonomous organization. You can find with these if you qualify for this airdrop. Let me put this out into the universe because I tweeted this recently. Blockchain Sensei, me on behalf of Blockchain Sensei, we are looking for an airdrop sniper.
Bro, did I not tell you about this? Did I not tell you? You put this out into the universe and then guess what happened?
So am I.
We've got an airdrop sniper.
Yeah.
I am one.
Oh, bro, there we go.
I kid you not, Reza is in a whole group of just mad airdrops, but he said that we can't have everybody in this group, can only be Blockchain Sensei loyalists. So I think anyone that's in the Zoom right now should qualify to be one of those Blockchain Sensei loyalists. So I think we found all of our people. That's it.
There we go.
I got you. Say that again.
Wait, airdrop? What actually airdrops like? Proper airdrops, like airdrop snipers?
Yeah. Like free crypto.
Yeah, because I've been on this whole airdrop thing, but like to find a proper way, like to find a smart way to get
we got a proper way, bro. We got a proper way and a proper guy that's connected to a whole full-time team. Full-time airdrop team.
Hey,
airdrop team. And you've just qualified to be in that because you're here right now.
Listen, that's what I want to do. F going and watching other people's lives on social media and watching their fake lives. This is the real stuff.
The real.
Bro, we keep telling people the game is the real. It's the
real
stuff.
Right?
Yeah,
So guys, this is why you should pull up to the Zoom and not just watch the replays, because if you're watching the replay, unfortunately, you do not qualify to get in the airdrop sniper group chat. Anyone who doesn't know what airdrops are, it's just basically literally free crypto, and anybody who has the excuse that they don't have enough disposable income to buy the bear market, okay, cool, airdrops are free, so look into the world of airdrops. But more airdrop snipers are welcome. We're not exclusive to the current airdrop snipers, so please message us at Blockchain Sensei or hit me up at, on Ninja T social media, because we're looking for more airdrop snipers.
What's that?
So next of all, Microsoft is testing crypto wallets in its web browser Edge.
Yo, wait. My turn now for speaking things into the universe. Yo, who remembers, yeah? Who remembers? I said Google are going to do a little thing with Web3. Who remembers me saying that? Who remembers?
I remember.
Look, yeah, you think Microsoft are doing it because Google aren't doing it. I'm telling you, bro. Telling ya.
Of course they're
It's gonna be Google smart contract addresses, and the game's done. The game's done when they do that, you know. It's gonna be Google decentralized hard drives. I'm telling you, watch.
Okay, so the next bit of news: Ethereum's next big upgrade, Chapella, is expected to hit the mainnet on April the 12th. Now, I wonder
That
if,
sounds like some girl off road.
and I wonder if the recent crypto pump, the orchestrated bull trap. It's not a bull run, guys. Bitcoin might be around 28,000, but the entire world, including real estate, is bleeding. Okay, so it's not. I can confirm. I can confirm in my non-financial opinion, it is not a bull run. I wonder.
Hold on. Sorry, I keep cutting you here. I'm so sorry. But you must have heard about Balaji's mad bet.
Prediction.
Yeah, it's just mad. Bro, Ninja, you're the only one that can do this maths to really deep what he's saying.
Go on.
Bet £1 million, yeah. That
The Bitcoin's going to 1 million.
Yeah.
In 90 days.
He's betting 1 Bitcoin, right?
Mad, give me that Bitcoin then.
Nah, he's betting 1 million and 1 Bitcoin.
Wait. In 90 days?
Yeah, 90 days.
That's big boy cap, bro. It's gonna take like 5 years.
What would the market cap have to be, please, Ninja?
The market cap. One sec. Let me just do some quick maths. So the market cap of Bitcoin, in order for Bitcoin to get to 1 million, would have to be, I believe, 20 trillion. What's that? 20.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 sec. Quick maths. So 20 trillion divided by around 20 million Bitcoin.
So a couple of Black Rocks.
Mad.
Yeah. So the Bitcoin market cap would have to get to 20 trillion. That's basically like 25% of the fiat currency supply in the world. So it's not going to happen.
Basically, would have to actually enter World War III and actually have to have an actual complete global reset.
Mad.
This guy, like, I'm aware of the situation, but I'm not too aware of the significance of this person. Is it?
Yeah, he's the former Coinbase CTO. Although I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I don't know if you mans have been seeing what Putin's been doing, but he's flexing differently.
Pulling up to Ukraine, right?
Yeah, bro.
Pulling up to the place they bombed to check it out.
Pulled up to the same place he's been gunning down and shelling down, and did a tour of him walking around, bro. This 24 hours after United Nations declared him an international war criminal. My man went to where he's been shelling down and sat down in a theater and was just there like,
What the hell?
Bro, it's not even finished. Bro, do you know he's just had a meeting? It's not on any public news. He's just had a meeting with, I think it's 20 or 20, I'm going to call it 20 to go on the downside. 20 African nation leaders are right now in Moscow.
Corruption.
Bro,
Corruption.
he is moving differently, mad, bro. He's like, what are you going to do? Come at me, bro. Come at me. I dare you. I dare you. Don't want this smoke. Like, Putin is a different kind of gangster. Like, different, bro.
This is a whole Hollywood movie, fam. The script is tantalizing to say the least, fam.
Bro, it's different, bro. Like, Biden don't want smoke with Putin. Biden don't want that smoke, bro.
Does Biden even know what smoke is at this point, fam?
We don't want it, bro.
Man don't even know what shadow is at this point, fam.
Bro, it's getting all kinds of different geopolitical out here, bro. So, you know, this 1 million Bitcoin. Let's just see what Putin's got next week, and let's just see what's on next week's episode.
Yeah.
But anyway, my bad.
Mad.
Go on, carry on, Ninja.
All
I keep cutting you differently here today. It's mad news.
It's all right. You're right. So, Gensler, aka our friend Gary Gensler.
Oh, Gary Gensler.
From the SEC, Security Exchange Commissions, just proof of stake tokens are securities. Ethereum.
I'm not going to say that I called that one a long time ago, you know.
No, we said that.
I'm not going to say that I called that one in 2020. I'm not going to say it. But I did say Ethereum, man, are coming for Ethereum. You know, I did done say, yeah, if people want XRP to win, if XRP does win, Ethereum's getting gunned down in a different kind of drive-by. Different. Because because you have to understand, yeah, I've said this time and time again, this is a geopolitical banking war. If XRP, all that's happened, right, is the guys that are backing Ethereum, that's one house and one family, Montague, and then XRP is the house of Capulet, bro. And all that has happened is the world split and gone, yeah, we're on this side, we're on this side. For the Ethereum guys, yeah, they pulled a mad lawsuit. They pulled a mad lawsuit on XRP, and XRP got hurt. So now the XRP dons are like, all right, cool. You want to flex, yeah? Come, watch what we do to your yard, fam. Watch what we do.
Right. Man's putting out the choppers and that, fam. What?
Bro, Ethereum's got a big hit on its head.
Oh, yeah.
Hit.
What, you're saying if XRP wins, if it's
Nah,
real for Ethereum?
Nah, even if they don't win, they're gonna come for Ethereum because there's too many big heads involved in XRP to do that to them. You gotta look at the banks and the people that are involved with XRP, bro. You can't be messing with their money like that.
So is XRP a good investment?
I'm not saying any of them are good. I don't think any of them are good.
We don't ever say anything's a good investment, dude. We're not financial advisors.
I just say sometimes I hold some of these things.
Let me say one thing though with regards to good investments. Remember, you'd never want to buy great assets at bad prices. You don't want to buy Apple stock when it's $190. You don't want to buy Bitcoin when it's 68K. So the key isn't asking if it's a good investment. Well, good investment is important, but timing is also important as well. So bear that in mind when buying assets.
Ultimate one you want to ask yourself with that is you want to ask yourself, is it a good investment? Or is this thing at a good discount right now? You gotta look at it like as if you're going shopping in it, and you just gotta go, so this was the price yesterday. This is the price today. Birdman.
Yeah, let's take Dogecoin for example. Yeah, I've never bought a Dogecoin before, but I wouldn't mind some Dogecoin at 1 cent,
Yeah,
half a cent. Bro, why not?
Dogecoin 95% down. I'll take some of that.
Yeah.
I'll take some of that, bro. It's like me, bro. I don't eat jammy Dodgers, but if jammy Dodgers are going for 5p instead of £2.50, I'm gonna pick up the jammy Dodgers, innit?
Yeah. That's a month's worth of fucking snacks right there, fam.
Yeah, it's right there. It's 5p. Yo, come on, let me take that.
Standard. All right. Okay. So Euler DeFi protocol exploited for nearly $200 million.
Ugh.
Please be careful when using DeFi application protocols. Polygon, one of our favorite Ethereum layer 2s, partners with Salesforce for an NFT-based loyalty program. For those who don't know, Polygon is the biggest Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution at present. Goldman Sachs, which is one of the biggest asset management companies in the world, has filed a patent focusing on blockchain technology. Meta, aka owner of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Bro, you're on mute.
You gotta pull up. You gotta do the wheel up on that one, bro. Goldman Sachs, bro.
Yeah,
reread that sentence, please, just so we can have some impact on it.
Okay, Goldman Sachs, which is one second. Let's just confirm where they rate in the ADV ratings. So Goldman Sachs, which is the 7th wealthiest asset management company that have 2.5 trillion of assets as of June 2022. So I'm going to assume this is more like $3 trillion because we know these guys get wealthier, not poorer. Goldman Sachs, which have $2.5 trillion of assets under management, which is around the equivalent of the entire United Kingdom economy, one private company in America. They filed a patent focusing on blockchain technology.
And the CEO recently said that he wants to get into blockchain-based real-world assets.
Okay.
Patent
want
on blockchain-based real-world assets, yeah? So you mean you're gonna try and own everyone's house? Yeah. See? Okay, cool. Anyway.
That's why Bill Gates is buying up land now and them things.
Okay, cool. See. Just gonna put people's land on a ledger. Okay, seen, and have it patented so no one else can do it. Seen.
That's all mad right there. That is mad.
So Meta, aka Facebook, it's on WhatsApp, winds down support for NFTs on Instagram and Facebook. And for those that aren't aware, you can actually connect your MetaMask to Instagram. If anybody does connect the MetaMask to Instagram, I recommend that you don't connect your main MetaMask or your main soft wallet, and you create a whole new soft wallet. Guys, please, in my opinion, create new soft wallets when connecting to extremely centralized social medias that have all the data on you. Okay.
Wait, let me check. Let's check if Vicente's been paying attention. Vicente, what's the NFT wallet rule?
You need 3 wallets. 1 to transfer, 1 to hold, and 1 to buy, I think it was.
Minimum. That's the minimum.
Yeah. But
minimum free soft wallets.
So mad.
I'm assuming they're winding down support because they've had loads of complaints, and we all know how great Instagram support is, right? We've all got a reply, haven't we? We've all got a reply from Facebook, haven't we, when we have a problem? We know how great their customer service is.
Bro, do you know how hard it was for us today to try and find the admin page on our Facebook page?
Mad.
Oh, took us like half an hour. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Longer.
Big ups to Mark Zuckerberg and your customer service.
Mad. These man don't design, like they designed their stuff for aliens or something, fam, because it's not logical. Logic out the window, bro.
All right, so Bitcoin.
I don't want to see that one. It's going to upset me, bro. It's going to upset me. I don't want to see this one. I don't want to see it.
Okay, so Bitcoin and mining stocks weekly performance. Best performer is Cypher Mining, ticker CIFR. That has done 75.8% on weekly performance. To be fair, all these percentages are pretty in line with the Bitcoin pump. So, I mean, actually, Cypher Mining way outperformed Bitcoin. So Bitcoin mining stocks, we've showed you here, can actually outperform Bitcoin itself. Then we've got Marathon Digital, ticker MARA, the 53%. Similarly, Riot Blockchain. That sounds a bit familiar, doesn't it? Riot Blockchain.
Do you see how Core Scientific's not on there anymore?
Oh, where did it go?
It's funny that, isn't it? It's funny that when the biggest producing Bitcoin miner on the planet is no longer public, and then the price of Bitcoin goes up.
There you go. It goes private.
It's funny that, isn't it?
You know what? Maybe one. This is the game idea, yeah. And I've never ever seen anybody cover this, right, on the internet. Why don't we do the game episode where we dive into public companies that then go private?
That'd be very interesting.
Ooh. We might have to get Dan involved in that one, you know.
You know what I mean? And then because that's where you open up the whole financial conspiracies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
okay, so we won't go over every single company because you can just go to the IG post. So let's go to the next part. Recent funding rounds. We've had so first of all, let's have a look at this here, right? This here is what's called a heat map. Very, very popular in the stock market also. And it's basically a market visualization of, first of all, market dominance. So as you can see, Bitcoin Square is bigger than Ethereum's and bigger than USDT. And in theory, the size of the square should be proportionate to the size of the market. Last time I checked, Bitcoin was 45.8% of the market, Ethereum's 18% of the market, so on and so forth. And then obviously, you know, red means down, green means up. So heat maps are a good thing to look at in all markets, including but not limited to stocks and crypto. Recent funding rounds. These projects here, I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with. But Foresight News have raised $2 million in their seed round. LSDX Finance have raised $2 million in their strategic round, and Blueberry Protocol have received $1.2 million in their seed round. I'm assuming this is then after pre-seed, because usually funding rounds are as follows: pre-seed, seed A, pre-seed, seed A, seed B, and ICO. So I'm assuming seed means seed A. I could be wrong. Could be pre-seed. Okay, top 10 gainers amongst DeFi projects. Again, please be very, very careful when in DeFi, extra careful, and not be deploying insane amounts of capital proportionate to your net worth and what you're able to lose. Check out these projects. We've got Camelot token, which I'll be honest sounds kind of like a scam. I don't know, but Camelot token, Lancelot token. I'm not sure. Then we got
Definitely a scam.
yeah, we've got Velodrome Finance, ticker Velo. I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with any of these projects. However, VForce is on Binance, and so is Injective. Okay, so next all recent investments of major VC funds. One thing that we teach at Blockchain Sensei is that we teach individuals, retail, to follow the money. So one of the most successful investing philosophies is to treat your little bit of money, even if it's £100 or $1,000, as if you're managing a hedge fund, as if you're managing $1 billion. And that is because such asset management companies and big funds, what do they specialize in? Risk management, not trying to get 100x every single time. So we've got Andreessen Horowitz, aka 16Z, who are basically the VCs of all VCs. They've recently made investments in Stripe and Capsule. I won't read every single one here. You can see Coinbase have invested in the following projects: Pantera, Paradigm, Sequoia Capital. I can't see which VC this is, but yeah, check out this post for recent investments of major crypto projects and your research. Top 10 staking providers by staked value. So Coinbase, even though Coinbase is less popular in the retail world, as we broke down on a previous episode of the game, you can check out Coinbase earnings reports. Coinbase actually does, or at least during the time of when we did the report, I believe mid-2022, Coinbase was, even though it's less popular in terms of retail, it is institutionally more popular, institutionally doing more volume, and thus, as per crypto rank 17th of March, $3.9 billion is staked on Coinbase, followed by Binance, which is $3.27 billion, followed by Kraken, and then Airnodes, PTP Validator, Everstake at 1.99, 1.23, and 1.17 billion respectively. How many more slides we got? Just wanted to check. All right, cool. Play to earn projects with the highest 30-day user growth. For those that don't know what play to earn is the basic concept of playing games and earning crypto within the games and or creating digital assets, aka NFTs, within the games, thus making the game monetizable and also free to play, where classically speaking, obviously people pay to play games. Have a look. I won't read out everything on this slide, but do check out our latest post posted on the 20th of March to check out play to earn projects with the highest 30-day user growth. Research is now the default search option in the Carbon browser. I'll be honest, I've never used the Carbon browser. If anybody has used the Carbon browser, please. Actually, anyone here use the Carbon browser? I don't want to comment because I don't understand.
Nope.
Nope, but I use Presearch.
Oh, yeah, I use Presearch as well. Shout out Mr. Hardin.
Yeah. So Presearch is now the default search option in the Carbon browser. I do believe that Google's search market, I don't know if anything will ever take over Google, but I do believe the market share of Google is is going to decline slowly as more competitors, such as Presearch, and then people also opt to use browsers such as Brave, which have crypto rewards. So it's going to be interesting to see how the search engine space evolves and more competitors go into space. Crypto wallet prototype discovered inside Microsoft Edge browser. The unreleased feature suggests. Please, anybody who is willing to do some research and always a practitioner in alternative browsers from Google Chrome, please check out Carbon and Microsoft Edge. I've never used Carbon and I've never used Microsoft Edge. I exclusively use Google Chrome and Brave. Finally, in our updates,
it's because what the meme, it's a meme that's been going around, and it says it's basically Mike Tyson saying "Kith."
Yeah, basically, there's he loves pigeons and he's making them kiss right now, basically.
Right. Okay. Do you care to explain? This
just a joke. Nah, it's just because UBS and Credit Suisse are kissing in it, and they're about to like join together, and somehow the Swiss National Bank's bailing them out, innit? Swiss National Bank's like, "Hey guys, why don't you two kiss?" And it'll just remove all the problems. It's not going to solve any problems. The problems are still there. Just because you move the debts to a different company doesn't mean the debts disappeared. No, one pigeon and another pigeon still equals two pigeons.
There you go.
Yep.
But it is, isn't it? But yeah, that's all. So right, hand over to Kish.
Yeah, what's good, guys?
Yes, sir.
Ninja, could you make me host, please, or co-host, or whatever it may be? I think co-host is.
Yeah, make co-host. Over to Kish with his Grayscale bear market report.
Yeah, man. So yeah, today is going to be quite an interesting one. For the guys that are new to the space, you're going to get a bit of deeper of understanding of the history of the crypto space. We're going to run through the Grayscale bear market report, and what I'm going to actually show you. Can you make me host, bro? I'm going to first show you how to find the report so you guys can follow along with me. It's very easy, very simple. I'll literally pull it up as we're running through it. But yeah, I think for the guys that the other Kish.
Also,
both Kish is a co-host, dude.
Okay, cool. Thank you, bro.
Also, before we do that, big shout out to my guy Don Donna, Jamaican yardman from Brumtown. Big man Leon Edwards. Yes, you don't know.
Big ups to our guy.
Had shout out, man. Them.
All right.
You can take the yardman out of Jamaica. You can't take the. Wait, what's it? You can take the yardman out of Jamaica. You can't take the yard.
You can take the yardman out of Jamaica, but you can't take Jamaica out.
Take the Jamaica out of the yardman. That's it. Oh my god, it sounded so smooth in my head. But it did.
Bro, you got it twisted, bro. Anyway, cool. So, guys, it's very simple. You just go on Google, you type in Grayscale, you get on their website. You see learn right here, reports and insights. You guys follow me, yeah? On the Grayscale website, you go and learn, reports and insights, and have a look. Look, see, there's a load of different reports, amazing reports, and this is the one that we're going to be running through. So, a perspective in the bear markets. So, what you do is simply click download, access the report, and now you've got the information. Now, this is kind of funny because this high-level information is very, very accessible, but people don't look for it.
And this isn't even elite 1% information. This is like the elite 0.01% of people on the planet are reading this.
Yeah. So not many people read these reports. It's only made for certain types of individuals, and it's accessible to everyone. So I think websites like Grayscale, and let's just do a quick little look at who Grayscale are. Let's just go about Grayscale. A leader in the digital currency investing. So these guys are the largest digital asset management companies, one of them, yeah. And they basically have a lot of different investment sort of protocols and things that they do, but they work on and they own majority of the ecosystem within the digital space and offer different services, etc. But who Grayscale are, they are the largest digital asset management company. So having information about the markets doesn't come from there's no real better place to get information about market conditions. So yeah,
the biggest public whale.
Yeah, exactly that. The biggest public whale. So obviously there's probably people that are behind the scenes, not online, etc., that are managing crazy amounts of assets, but these guys are completely public and have different offerings, etc. So yeah, that's pretty much them. So you guys now have to find a report now, just in reports and insights. This is the one. So let's run through it. Just let me know if you guys can see it nice and big and clear. Is this all good with you guys? Yeah. Cool. So this is a perspective on the bear market, and as you can see, they've got the big bear.
Jeez.
So basically, this is what we're going to be running through. Just a little bit of introduction. This report basically covers the history of Bitcoin, and it gives you a deeper understanding of market cycles and a history of basically crypto market cycles and what is happening on chain, which is live data, and then what they think would be next, which is very interesting. So yeah, I think let's just get into it without a doubt. So let's just get a little start. In 2008, October 31st. I think Ninja would love the dates. They've got a lot of dates for you, Ninja. You're gonna love it. So October 31st, 2008, a message goes out to the Cyberpunk mailing list that reads, "I'll be working on a new electronic cash system that's fully peer-to-peer with no trusted third party. Here's the paper, Bitcoin," right? So this is the first little email message that came out that went out to this community. The first ever instance of Bitcoin.
Man, like,
Yo, G, I need you to use your IP for this.
What?
And
Hello? Yep.
Who was that?
Oh, shit, that might be my bad, guy. Sorry.
No problem, bro. I think that sounded like a voice note or something. What's it? It's all good, man. Let's get into it without any further ado. So a few months later, January 3rd, 2009, person or persons using the pseudonym of Satoshi Nakamoto entailed the Bitcoin network. 13 years later, Bitcoin has inspired an entire new industry and novel of assets class with nearly $1 trillion, while Bitcoin has been called the best performing asset of the decade, gaining more than 40 million% since inception. Fuck! 40 million% since inception.
Mad.
So whoever was an early investor in it, I think they've done.
Fuck!
I think they've done all right, So yeah, this is one thing that's quite interesting, but that journey has not always been smooth.
No, really.
So let's have a look at what the journey people think it's going to be, having a nice little ride on a nice straight road right to your goal. Well, here's what it actually looks like in reality.
Yo, Blockchain Sensei knows this.
Yeah, we know this, man. I know this personally as well.
I'm going to make sure my kids know. I'm going to make them draw this once a week.
Yeah, exactly
so
that. This is really what the ride's like. You're on your bike, you're having a nice little journey. Then there's a ditch and there's spikes. Then you're like, oh, okay, cool. There's a tree. I can see a tree. It looks like maybe it's got a bit of fruit on it, a bit of apples. Then the forest is on fire. And then you're going up, you're climbing up, everything's great. You're like, damn, this altitude is getting high, but I feel like I'm about to get to the top of the mountain.
And just cross this simple bridge.
You cross this.
But you don't cross the simple bridge, you end up in the water, drowning, bro.
And
drowning.
There's sharks in that water.
The sharks just trying to eat your whole lunch that you've just been working so hard on.
And then
trying to make you go back to the basic.
You finally finish fighting the shark. You survive that shark and you're getting back up. And then you think it's plain sailing, but nope, there's a dip in that hill, and you're like, okay, this ain't so bad. I wonder why this ain't so bad. Then there's a goblin.
The trough.
Then there's a goblin, and then you're getting hail and sleet, slow thunder, lightning hits you, and then you think everything's all right again. This is really,
and by that time you're a billionaire, but you just don't care anymore.
Yeah, exactly that. You've been through all of this just to get to there.
Mad.
This is really what the journey is like.
Everybody only sees the bit after that final storm.
Exactly.
That's when everyone notices. And it was like, yo! These guys got lucky, man.
So basically, born out of 2008 was a great financial crisis and economic recession. Crypto has grown from an idea to a 9-page white paper about a decentralized network to $1 trillion industry innovating areas like sustainable energy, finance, entertainment, art, and more. Although we've experienced meaningful price declines and uncertainty continues to cloud crypto markets, contextualizing where we are in a market cycle provides perspective. The length, peak, time to peak, and through trough and recover time and all previous highs in each market cycle may suggest the current market and may resemble previous cycles, which may result in the crypto industry continuing to innovate and push to new heights. So basically, the understanding of the full macro picture of the markets will then show you sort of the patterns of it. And throughout this report, we're going to then dive into more of the patterns and cycles.
And that's true, because when you when you press the log scale on Bitcoin and you zoom out on the monthly time frame,
it looks like this.
It's an uptrend.
It looks like this.
Oh.
Guys, does this mean? Does this mean
Grayscale thinking the same, baby?
Exactly that. So let's actually get into this, guys. So
wait, I got a question. Does this mean the quote "past proves future" is true?
Kind of, yeah.
Yes,
almost,
yes, yeah. I mean, well, it really, the more data you have, the better, really and truly. There could be new cycles that come within another 10-year period, 15-year period, that will show a completely new pattern. But at this present moment in time, these are the cycles that we can see.
All right, I'm gonna do it because again, you know how I dropped the mad game when it's this, and I'm gonna say, and Oscar might know this one. Benner cycles. I want you to research Benner cycles. Do your own research on the Benner cycle.
Okay, so this is one of them episodes of the game that we probably do once a month or so.
Nah, we do this like once every
couple of weeks, really, innit? To be honest, when we really get deeper and dive a little bit deeper into specific things. But I think, you know, since everyone's like, damn, we're in a bear right now, you know, this bear right here is trotting about. It's a good time to actually delve deeper and understand, what does this bear actually mean for us, and why are these things happening? And this report definitely does an incredible job on that.
Hurst cycles.
Hurst cycle, yeah.
Research Benner cycles and Hurst cycles.
Okay, great, cool. So let's actually run through what this is. And the really important thing for me is the number of days, because I think that some of the best market traders in Bitcoin, I've spoken to a lot of early investors in Bitcoin that all they do is trade Bitcoin. They've made stupid amounts of money from early investing in Bitcoin at like $2, etc. And now all they do is sit and trade it and understand the market cycles. A lot of them that I've spoken to actually understand market cycles by days and actually count days, and then on a certain day they will know what's going to happen. So there's actually a specific trend with the number of days, and as I go further through this report, I think that's something to keep your eye out on, and something I did notice quite heavily. Like, all these days are somewhat correlating and in similar timeframes. But cool. Like traditional, identifying crypto cycles. Like traditional economic and financial markets, crypto has cycles that ebb and flow. Crypto market cycles, on average, in the last 4 years, or approximately 1,275 days, approximately, is pretty damn accurate about approximately 1,275 days. While methods vary for identifying crypto market cycles, we can quantitatively define a cycle by when the realized price moves below the market price, right? The realized price moves below the market price. Yeah, that's when it's actually coming into sort of the bear markets, right? Using Bitcoin prices as a proxy, we exclude the cross in realized price below market price in March 2020 due to extreme volatile markets in response to COVID-19. So if there's like a cataclysmic event or a large black swan event, that's where there's going to be things that happen in the market that are not necessarily to the trend per se, because obviously it's an event that's happened and made a really big change. So those things kind of don't play in. But let's just have a look at this chart here and just look across the dates here. And this is the realized price of Bitcoin. And one thing I like to look at is the cycles here, see how it's split out within these different cycles. So this is 2009 to 2011, 2012 to 2015. This is when the banks got heavily involved. 2016 to 2019, and then 2020 to present cycle, right? And what we're seeing is different times of up, down, up, and then little fall down.
It always goes up by 10.
Yeah, exactly that. There you go. So yeah, this is something that is good to look at and understand. For me, it's the amount of days. That's what I like to look at, because there's a correlation with that, and it's approximately this is the approximate days.
A few more days left.
Yeah, so for anyone actually looking to try and track market cycles, this is the number. These are the numbers, right? Cool. So a realized price below market price implies that most assets are held above the price where they were bought conservatively. Realized price above market price implies that most assets are held below the market price they were bought. Determining when most assets are held above the price they were purchased helps to identify when the market begins to transition out of a bear market into a new cycle. So what does that mean? Is that a bull market coming up? Maybe it might be. So this is something that would be very, very important to look at. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Okay, this is another chart that is incredible as well. So for any people that were early investors in the crypto space, if you held your Bitcoin and then get scared and sell, and you held it for long term, you can actually start to see some of the realized gains. So let's actually look at the realized price of Bitcoin, and these are sort of the date and time frames, and these are the percentages, of returns. So Bitcoin price of 20,000, right? So these are the returns. So, and look at the days, 300 days, 2012. Look at the difference between a cataclysmic event. Look, 7 days, 268 days. And these are the percentage in returns, right? I think that's something that's extremely interesting. But yeah, having your mindset set to these cycles and these dates and the number of days is something that I think for a lot of the Bitcoin people that I know has literally been almost like a religion. Like they've literally stuck to the dates and the times, and understanding where the money is flowing and seeing where it's going is very, very important. So cool. Market cycles by numbers. According to the aforementioned framework, crypto market cycles have been taken longer to peak each time, right? In 2012, the market took 603 days to peak, increasing approximately 180 days for each subsequent cycle, right? These guys work on a date-to-date basis. These guys are tracking the amount of days. These guys are understanding the cycles to the exact day. And this is why they are performing so well as the largest digital asset management company.
So that would mean 952 days is the last time it took to peak. So the next one would take from 952 plus 180. What's that, Ninja?
Wait, sorry, 900 and what?
52 plus 180.
952 plus 180.
Yeah.
1132.
Yeah.
How many days? How many months is that?
1132 divided by 30 is 37 days. 37 months. Sorry, 37 months.
37 months. There you go.
Oh, so it's like 2.5 years almost.
2.5 years almost. Yeah. That's about right.
No. Because 36 months is 3 years. So it's 3 years and 1 month.
There you go. 3 years and 1 month. There you go.
From 2023, so about 2026, we'll see the Bitcoin get to 100K.
No, this was 2022. It took that amount of time.
Oh, okay.
2020, sorry, it took that amount of time.
Yeah, so we had the 180 days that it adds every time.
From 2020, right?
Yeah.
So that would be around about quarter, like maybe halfway through this year, or halfway, or coming on to the start of next year. Basically, is what you're saying. If we add the days together, right?
Mad.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
But yeah,
Start of
obviously,
next year, was that the halving or?
That would actually time in perfect with the halving, you know.
yeah, because the halving's once every 4 years, give or take, and that is something that's actually embedded in the code of Bitcoin, so it's not going to change. Because the code actually got leaked. When did it get leaked? 2011 or 2000? Yeah, I think it got leaked 2011, or was it 2009? I think it was 2011 when it got leaked properly. And there was a small leak before, but it didn't get out too public. But it is embedded in the code that the halving happens. So
this report came out in July.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh.
So from peak to trough, in 2012 to 2016, cycles lasted approximately 4 years. Or
what is the bottoms actually?
Yes, bro. Yeah, it is in 4 years, or 1,000. Michael's, he's dying right now. His head's exploding. I don't think he's ready for this report. So the cycles lasted about 4 years, or 1,290 days, and 1,257 days, respectively, and took 391 days to fall by 73%. This was something that I thought was very interesting. The market took just a little bit under 400 days to fall by 73% in 2012. And obviously with the COVID, that was extremely different.
It was only 84, 82, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. So 84 days. But yeah, 364 days, basically 1 year, to fall to 84% in 2016. And it's getting less and less, as you're seeing as well, by a very small increment. But I think understanding these days and these cycles gives you a really deep understanding on the history. So this is like Bitcoin history. The reason why we're looking at Bitcoin is because it's the largest cryptocurrency, which means that it drives the market. So when Bitcoin goes down, that shifts the market, and when it goes up, it shifts the market, and the market follows, right? Because the majority of the capital is in Bitcoin. Okay, cool. So in the current 2020 cycle, there were 1,198 days as of July 12th, 2022, which could represent another approximate 4 months left in this cycle until the realized price crosses back above the market price.
What's the actual bottom when I thought it was?
Yeah.
Wait, so what was the bottom? Wait, when was the bottom?
The bottom was like December when we called it.
That's not a fact. That's not a fact, by the way.
In his opinion, in Mike's opinion.
Yeah, in our opinion, nothing's a fact. Yeah. Bitcoin could go back to that low. So I don't want someone to be like, "Oh, blockchain sensei said." According to this report.
Bro, that voice you sound like you're from
was that when the whole FTX thing happened, didn't it?
No, it was after that. It was way after that the bottom happened.
Yeah, it was after that.
It was when who was the next one that collapsed after that? Not Celsius.
No.
There was another big scandal, another big one.
There's so much of them, bro. There's FTX, there was Luna, there was there was a lot of them. Which one?
Voyager. I think it was after the Voyager.
Yeah, Voyager.
I think it was around then. December.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. For everyone that's wondering. But yeah, cool. Bitcoin is 222 days off the all-time high. Cool. So which means that we may see another 5 to 6 months of downward and sideways price movement. Historically, market bottoms also appear to come 1 month sooner each time. 1 month sooner each time. Market bottoms, yeah? Also appear
so
1
5
month
months
sooner.
from July, which would have been when?
Good.
July, August, September, October, November, December.
December, yeah. yeah, there you go. They said it. In each of the 2012 and 2016 cycles, it took just under 3 years to gain all-time highs, 1,082 days and 1,059 days, respectively. It took another year to push a new all-time high again after that, right? That's something to consider. Now, let's have a look at some of these cycles as well. So this is a little bit of a closer look on these different cycles within these time frames and the price ranges as well. It's kind of funny when you look at this price range, which is in this 3-year period, and then this price range. Look at the difference in price ranges in literally like 3-year periods,
Yeah,
2-year
so
periods.
The next one would be
250k, I believe.
250.
Yeah, I think it'll push near 250k is what I think, in my opinion. But yeah, as you can see, there's this huge uprise and then that huge drawdown, and then the bottom touches literally around about here. Boom. Same thing here. Look, huge rise, huge drawdown, touches around about here. So it goes back to where it was pretty much, but a little bit higher than where it was previously. And this is what I've been seeing, especially in the charts as well, is that trend where it goes sling rockets, and when it falls down, it returns to like a previous like high point early on in the market, and that's pretty much where the bottom hits. And as we're looking now, sling, boom, we're gone down, draw down 72%, and we're literally peaking and hitting exactly that same point right there. So that could be a sign that this is the bottom as well. So if you look at that cycle here, so yeah, I think since we're sort of in that bear market period, I thought this report would be vital to run through, because like as we're seeing now, having that deeper understanding of the cycles and actually breaking down, even if you guys don't get it now, run back through this video and literally listen to all of these different days and how they work, and then you can start to actually understand the full cycles of this, because there is literally all the information in the world that we can use to win in the space and perform in the space. We just need to utilize the information and actualize what we want, and actually take the steps to execute. That's really the main thing, because with Blockchain Sensei, you guys got all the information. Execution is key. But yeah, in contrast to the previous 2 cycles in 2020, cycle appears to have a longer run in all-time high range, yeah, as you can see. So this may have been due to the growing maturity of the crypto market that did not exist in previous cycles. And I think we're going to continue to see that as we have so much big players within the space gearing up, big funds, I'm talking that are managing trillions, gearing up into the space and actually starting to create offerings for their client base. So I believe that we're definitely going to see a longer all-time high period. As you saw a dip off, everyone thought, damn, we're all going to die. And then shling, this happened. It was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. So yeah, I think during this period, there was about three times people thought the markets were done and were going to crash. So we may be seeing longer periods of that level of volatility, which is a good and bad thing for the early investors that are like, damn, I'm really down right now. Here's your second chance. Get the hell out of the market. Damn, I'm really down right now. Get out of the market, basically.
So that's when everyone gets in.
And this is when everyone gets into the market. And this is where, you're going to hit down and eventually hit that 72% drawdown, which is what you do not want to do, because my God, it hurts. Trust me. But yeah, not only has crypto become easier to invest in for retail investors, the proliferation of crypto exchange traded products such as Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs in Brazil, Canada, and Europe, guys. Yeah. Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs in Brazil, Canada, and Europe, doing research, has brought in institutional investors that may have previously been unable to invest in the asset class. Further, decentralized applications have been gaining momentum and finding market fit across decentralized finance, gaming, art, and more.
Big shouts, Coin Mode.
Yeah, big shout out to CoinMed. But yeah, basically this is really where
Thank you, guys.
no worries. Yeah. But this is really where we're actually now getting a deeper understanding of the history of the space. Now we're talking about dApps coming into place, the ETFs of Bitcoin and Ethereum coming into place. These are things that happened within the space that have sort of shaped and made it what it is. So I think yeah, it's really good to understand how it's developed. And this report is going to help with that as well. So there'll be a couple more stuff. But cool, let's go through the brief history of crypto market cycles. Cool. Going to do a quick run through of this. From a quantitative standpoint, each cycle has marked fundamental advances in both products and adoption, providing a stepping stone for the next cycle. Outlined below is a brief overview of what has happened in the past, beginning with the 2012 market cycle. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at these different eras, yeah? So in 2012 to 2015, the beautiful hack era, right? And the beginnings of Ethereum. So in 2012, the crypto market consisted almost of exclusively of Bitcoin. Coin market cap didn't exist until almost a full year later in 2013. And it tracked fewer than 30 coins. Only 30 coins were on coin market cap. Now what, there's 60,000, 70,000 coins? Outside of trading, Bitcoin's primary use was online purchases of goods from websites like Silk Road. At the time, Silk Road was a large driver in onboarding new users to the Bitcoin network, while Mt. Gox, the largest Bitcoin exchange, was responsible for a large majority of Bitcoin transactions worldwide. So let's run through this little history lesson, guys. The major theme of this cycle was the proliferation of new crypto exchanges and wallets. Despite the assets in the infancy, entrepreneurs hoped to capitalize on trading actively. However, the processes around custody and management of assets like Bitcoin were relatively non-existent, resulting in repeated hacks of centralized entities and more than 1 billion Bitcoin. 1 million Bitcoin stolen. There's not even 1 billion Bitcoin. What am I talking about? Yeah, 1 million Bitcoin being stolen, right? So this is another thing that happened. A lot of hacks within the space. Many of the yearly exploits, such as Linode and Bitcoinica. It sounds like one gelly. Seems to have a little effect of the overall price of Bitcoin as prices continued to climb leading into 2013. So it still continued to climb even though 1 million Bitcoins were stolen. Incredible, right? Really, really interesting, right? So these are some of the hacks that happened in 2012, as you can see. So there's 18,000 Bitcoin here, 46,000 Bitcoin and 24,000 Bitcoin early stages, right? Silk Road shut down 2013. Everything shut down, right? Sheep marketplace got hacked for.
But that spike was disgusting.
This spike is absolutely. I literally brushed over it like it's nothing. But yeah, look at this spike from what, $200?
I think this is when I first heard about it.
All the way up to 1,100, right? Around about 1,100 ish. Insane, right? But yeah, this is I heard a lot about it around about these periods as well. Cool. And then there was a hack for 69,000 Bitcoin, 96,000 Bitcoin, sorry. Then Mt. Gox got hacked for a whopping 850,000 Bitcoin, which was absolutely vile. And then Ethereum launches in 2015, and as soon as Ethereum launches, look at that climb, right? So this is sort of some events and how it has affected the markets. A lot of these hacks happened, and you can see a lot of sell-offs happened as well during those times.
Finding whatever launches in the depths of the bear market.
Exactly that. So yeah, Ethereum launches in the depths of the bear market, and then Ethereum's taken majority of this ecosystem and this space as it's climbed. So let's run through that a little bit more. So after experiencing setbacks, including the closure of Silk Road, China banning banks from handling Bitcoin, and Mt. Gox hack of 850,000 Bitcoin, to name a few, the price of Bitcoin dropped 80% in the year following the peak on December 16th in 2013, right? Mt. Gox hack was the last and largest of series of exploits, marking the end of this bull phase in the cycle. What an end! What an end, man! I wish I was there in the markets during this time, because my God, what an end to the cycle, man. I think everyone was like, yeah, I think it's over now. I mean, after such a large, I mean, I think it's over now, right? 850,000 Bitcoin. That's insane. And then cool. So that marked the end of this bull cycle. So decreases in price came with a wavering confidence in asset class, as many and of the newer participants left the industry. Those who remained continued to build and develop. So during the bear market times, what do they continue to do? They continue to build and develop, right? Building and developing sophisticated custody procedures for centralized entities and new cryptographic techniques, right? Arguably, the most important project created during the downturn of 2012 was Ethereum, right? So one thing I think is very important to understand: when the market is bare, that's when the building and the developing is happening the most. That's when the space internally behind the scenes is most active when it comes to building new innovation, new projects, and things of that nature. That's why a time like this is so magical for developers, for people that are building out projects, for investors, the lot, right? I think that's something that's very important to understand. If you're investing in the ecosystem, how sort of the behind the scenes the industry works as well.
It causes the cream to rise to the top.
Exactly that, because what we have to understand as well is, like, people that are investing in projects, since the market's down, most of these projects have a lower valuation and they can get as absolute steal. And then the market goes up and then they get what, a 4 or 5x on their investment. It's insane. So yeah, that's just something to bear in mind as well, from an investor's point of view and from developers' point of view. That's when they're most active. Cool. The beginning of Ethereum opened up the floodgates to possibilities beyond simply sending and receiving digital assets, whereas prior innovations featured stepwise improvements such as larger block sizes and faster block speeds. Ethereum introduced the power of smart contracts. Don't we all love them? Which would allow to create the creation of advanced applications such as decentralized exchanges, lending platforms, entertainment, and non-fungible assets on chain. This innovation made it possible to program applications on top of decentralized blockchains, providing functionality beyond simply transferring coins. So a lot more than just exchange of value, which was what Bitcoin was, and the store of value. There's now all of these different new innovations that have come into the space, which has made these possibilities happen and opened up a whole new can of worms, for lack of a better term, into the market. And we see what that effect was in the market as well, right? New innovation gets built in these times, and this is when that innovation then starts onboarding new users and expanding the markets. Cool. So cool. The beginning of Ethereum, blah blah blah. Cool. Yeah, cool. Let's go here. So let's have a look at this now. This is another cycle, right? So this is the ICO experimentation era and the birth of DeFi, my baby. All right, then. So let's go through this. This is 2016 to 2019, right? During this period, sentiment recovered and Ethereum brought more programmability to crypto. Initial coin offerings, yeah, that's what ICO is, gained immense popularity both in fundraising tools and also scamming mechanisms.
One coin.
Yep, there was a lot of them. Many retail end users
coin.
collectively, yeah, Ninja, yeah.
They got me.
Many
5,000 euros, baby.
Many retail end users collectively poured millions of dollars, just like Ninja did, into buying tokens to support visions and projects that would ultimately never be fulfilled. This is why you got to deep dive into the projects, right? During peak euphoria, projects could raise seed rounds of 10 plus million with a website and unknown team, guys. Additionally, the crypto exchange BitMEX launched perpetual swaps, perps, you know, by the perps, and innovation futures products that doesn't exist in the traditional finance space, right? Providing traders with new ways to trade with leverage trading on worthless ICO tokens. Oh my God, you can leverage nothing? Oh my God. And basically that basically frenzied price action. But obviously, if you're going to be leveraging against nothing, it's not going to last for very long, is it? So beginning in October 2017 and through to 2018, macro divers like quantitative tightening and trade disputes caused emerging markets and risk assets, right? So this is where DeFi really started coming in as well. But ICO, they basically sold off. And ICO upwind also wiped a significant share of market cap and value from the market, right? So all of the crap that came from that, basically everyone ran away from the market. So there's people that even to this day are so scarred that they may never return into the crypto markets because of the ICO. Cool. The total crypto market cap fell from 700 billion. This is the hard. When I read this, I was in tears.
I feel like that's worse than the one that we've just been through.
100 billion, guys.
That's horrible.
From 700 billion to 100 billion. So where did
because the drawdown from 3 trillion to 1 trillion is only like 66%.
There you go.
Because you know that there's still 1 trillion left there. Yeah, like 1 trillion left there. You're like, okay, cool. There's still 1 trillion.
That's safe. 100 billion. Oh my God, that could that can fly away.
Yeah. So it went from 700 to 100 billion, right? And while significant, this sell-off did not kill the market. Imagine people are still in the market. This market's still going.
That was literally out of all these cycles.
You get hit with that, and you're still in the market.
Was the best bottom to get in.
Yeah, 100%. Instead, this was a time when Bitcoin dominance fell to all-time lows due to capital moving to altcoins. Where did the capital go?
This is my biggest mistake.
And ICO coins. So this is what happened, right? ICOs were actually a shambles, man. It was really difficult to get into ICOs as well, majority of them. Anyway, separate to that. Cool. We're gonna jump through into this as well, but let's just read through this so we can get a better understanding. But yeah, I was loving this report when I was reading through it, and I'm happy to share it with you guys.
You're in your field, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Despite poor price action, many protocols that now represent most of the core decentralized apps were launched during this period. For example, the automated market maker Uniswap, a concept theorized a year earlier by the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, was created to allow permissionless asset swapping more efficiently than anything previously available. Aave and other borrowing and lending protocols was also created during this time. So Aave was created during this time as well, which is now the largest lending protocol in the space currently. And yeah, these this is when they came into play into the DeFi space. Cool. And this was marking one of the first apps that allowed depositors to earn interest through decentralized lending using smart contracts and blockchain. These protocols expanded into utility of Ethereum's platform and became the foundation for DeFi Summer, baby. DeFi Summer through new user adoption, right? So there's a lot of new people that flooded in because of DeFi, and that was because of the ability to lend and earn interest also on your crypto through Ethereum and their smart contracts, and also the blockchain as a whole. So let's have a look at some of these protocols and what actually happened with them. So in January the 1st, 2017, this was the inception of Aave. And what is that? It's a decentralized borrowing and lending platform, and now has been one of the largest. Over 5 billion has been borrowed from Aave. Interesting, right? Cool. Live Peer. This was the 1st of March 2017. Decentralized video streaming and transcoding platform. They transcoded over 33 million minutes in Q1 2022. Just to give you guys a good understanding of the adoption of this, so yeah, this is a really good showing of all of the adoption. Chainlink, right, is a price oracle and data automation. That's what they do. They're the price oracle. Yeah, they're the mother of all prices.
Most of these things are in the Grayscale portfolio,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, exactly that. So this was the 1st of June in 2017. This is all happening in 2017. So that's 75 billion in total revenue, plus 1,000 DeFi projects secured, including Aave and Compound, that use their Oracle price data to get the most accurate pricing of assets, right? Compound. So this is lending and borrowing as well. And this is 2.5 billion borrowed from Compound or MakerDAO. This is decentralized crypto collateralized stablecoin, MakerDAO, and basically they had 6.5 billion plus in dollars of their token, of DAI minted, basically. So you can get a kind of idea. Flexar, this is digital payments. This is 200 million actually inside the protocol itself. So that's total value locked inside. So this is how much they have inside their protocol as of 2018. And this is when their inceptions were. Inception was in 2018. The graph, inception was in 2018, in May 1st, and on-chain indexing.
We did a whole episode on the graph.
Yeah, which is Google for blockchain data, basically. And that's actually 370 billion in asset queries. Cool. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Uniswap. This is 1 trillion in total volume. So it's a decentralized exchange, as I'm sure most of you guys know.
Great question by Jersey. How many of these projects were artificially inflated by VCs so that they could make money? I would say all of them.
Yeah,
all of them.
Mm-hmm.
However, all of them still have utility and all of them still exist. And I would personally expect all of those projects to still do well. I don't think any of those projects are going anywhere, especially Uniswap.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Uniswap's doing more than MasterCard and Visa.
And then like other protocols that are doing things similar to them.
No, not MasterCard and Visa, MasterCard and Amex.
Other protocols that are doing things similar to them have to plug into them because they have the users. Like it's a no-brainer for them. So yeah, that's them first movers advantage. And
I think this will be their last cycle though, before something better comes out with a better UI UX.
Yeah, but what they're creating and what they have been creating and building out as well are a lot of new offerings, like Uniswap V3, how that came in. These new offerings,
stuff.
Yeah, all these new offerings are going to also bring in new users and bring in a whole new perspective within the space. But we're coming up close to our time, so let's have a look at 2020 and see what happened. So this is where there's leverage, there was institutions, and there was DeFi and battle testing. DeFi battle testing. Let's have a look at that. So in 2020, the market cycle and the history. In 2020, market cycle is a history of leverage, right? Between the rise in popularity of perpetual swaps and Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Launching Bitcoin futures, investors were enticed to begin leveraging up as government spending in response to COVID-19 pandemic propped up the economy, right? So there's a bunch of stimulus checks, a bunch of money flowing through, a bunch of money printing happening, crazy amounts of capital being deployed into assets, crazy amounts of people earning money, not going anywhere, having nothing to spend their money on. I mean, we all knew what happened. I mean, you were there, right? You're still alive. So yeah, you made it through. Bitcoin hit the initial price peak of 64.8 thousand in April 2021, but unwound due to the high leverage from perpetual swaps and other derivatives, funding rates, periodic payments between traders to align futures price with spot price were positive, indicating that they were positive, indicating that the market was disproportionately long Bitcoin. and will pay a huge fees to maintain their positions, right? So this positive funding rate and environment lasted for more than 6 months. So as traders continue to lever up their positions using crypto as a collateral, the collateral prices dropped, which caused forced selling and liquidation cascades, sending Bitcoin down to 29K. So, and this was during 2021 in summertime. So this actually, there's a representation down here, but there was over collateralization in the market, and then everyone's positions got shorted because everyone thought, damn, this thing's going to be flying up. So they lended until it was like, damn, this ain't going to work. Slim, big crash down, everyone got liquidated. And this is the price. It hit down pretty much over half, over 50%. All right, cool. And this is what this sort of looks like. Over here. We'll come through past this one. Towards the end of summer 2021, it looked like the market had learned from the prior mistakes of trading with too much leverage, right? While open interest began to raise, funding rates were tamer than before. However, during this period, the leverage was largely in the hands of centralized DeFi, which was CeFi, known as CeFi, which is centralized decentralized finance, which is big exchanges like Binance, for example, that are working within that space. But FTX, for example, that are centralized entities and exchanges. Companies and hedge funds, the lack of transparency in the operations of these businesses led to a second wave of leverage that unwound after the market peaked again at 68,000 and 68.9K on November 10th, 2021. So we're literally running through the history of Bitcoin and history of the crypto space right now. Centralized DeFi, which is CeFi. Yeah, I know, it's mad. Yeah, it's an oxymoron. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's a huge oxymoron. I'm just say CeFi for now because CeFi just makes a lot more sense. It's centralized DeFi, basically CeFi. So CeFi platforms presented themselves as an easy way to access DeFi yields, which could range from anywhere between 5 and 20%. Yeah, CeFi platforms could offer users around 3 to 8% APY and use the deposits to beat the advertised yield, offering to the users to capture the difference. They're making money on the difference. Guess what? The difference is what you could have done yourself. Something which at the height of the market was relatively easy to do, right? Importantly, strategies that arbitrage interest rates are often exposed to various risks, namely macroeconomic challenges and duration mismatches. When the Federal Reserve started raising interest rates due to inflation concerns, prices began to fall for the second time and all-time highs, and leveraged positions, we began to unwind, and it began with the collapse of the US Terra stablecoin.
Yo, I loved Terra, you know. I loved it. I was backing Terra so hard. And then just as I sold and got out, and I was about to be like, yo, I'm keeping this little nugget here. And then it just...
I bought the dip, done the 9X.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one.
Cool. Which wiped out over 35 billion in value from the crypto market.
But to be fair, I never did have Terra stablecoin. I only had Terra Luna.
Yeah. The Anchor protocol, a main component of the UST ecosystem, was one of the primary sources that used to generate yield, as it offered 20% in UST. Wow. The Anchor protocol, guys. Cool. Another source of yield by CeFi platforms, thank God they ain't done the long thing. CeFi platforms was liquid ETH staking. Oh God, this was a whole nother thing. I remember this. Mainly through Lido Finance, which we did cover back in the day, after rumors of the Ethereum merge possibly being delayed. In addition to a broader market panic, ST-ETH and the Ethereum peg, which historically traded 1-to-1, broke down, by 0.95, causing leverage staked ETH positions to liquidate, right? Further exacerbating the market sell-off, right? So I think we're seeing a trend here where there's over leverage, over borrowing, and things are not actually one-to-one anymore. And then liquidations happen. I mean, we're seeing a trend here, right? In addition to CeFi, many institutional trading firms were heavily affected through their involvement in Terra. Yep, and they've disappeared. And leverage trading. So many crypto prime brokers issued loans that ultimately could not be repaid or liquidated, expanding the connotation beyond the firms who lost money for their investors. So that ruined reputations. They disappeared. They repivoted. They changed their name. They got a new board of director, and so on and so on. Someone bought them out. Whatever happened, happened. Despite tough market conditions, the core DeFi protocols that sparked the growth of the industry continue to operate properly as intended. Unlike their centralized counterparts, Aave, Compound, and MakerDAO's smart contracts remained resilient to the market and maintained their loan to value.
And this is where we messed up, because we were short in the market. We lined up everything to short the market in November, but we lined up to short the market on FTX.
Yeah. Yeah.
So imagine the irony.
Yeah.
You did the right thing, but in the wrong place.
You did the right thing in the wrong place. So yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, man, literally, like I had so much trades on FTX. I had a crazy big bad boy trade. Mike and us, we cooked up a bad boy trade that would have made me what? How much mils? I think it was 50 mil, something crazy like that. Then FTX crashed. I was like, oh damn, I gotta find another exchange. Tough times, man. So yeah, I mean, that's I think that's one of the things of understanding how early you are in the space. Like, damn, we're early, so early that the big boys that we think are big boys can go. And that's why your approach has to be, eggs in many baskets in many places, and keeping it very safe in that aspect as well. Cool. So Aave, Compound, MakerDAO smart contracts were resilient throughout the market, and they kept their loan to value, not taking any bad debt. Additionally, as of July 5th, 2022, Uniswap processed over 42 billion in trading volume. And as of the last 30 days, and metaverse coins such as Axie, Infinity, Mana, and Gala Games have outperformed Bitcoin and Ethereum in the same period.
I told people.
Yep.
They didn't listen.
Yeah, insane. So let's have a look at what's happening on chain, and then we're gonna get winding down just because I'm conscious of time. What happened on chain? Have a look at this real quick. Let me just skip this real quick, and just look at this chart over here.
Fucking ridiculous.
It's redonkulous. Look at how it's grown over the years. So this is the network value of transfer in US dollar. The value.
American government would be fucking stupid.
Oh my
to
God.
not license USDC.
Listen,
they are dumb.
They are dumb if they don't license a stable token, because all of this volume is do you know how much money you can make from just transactions on stable tokens? I keep on screaming this, but no one's listening. Bro, what 0.5% of that? What's 0.5% of 17 trillion?
Even if they didn't do 0.5, they did 1%.
0.05% even.
Oh, fucking hell.
Anyway,
they're idiots if they don't do that.
Yeah, exactly that. But yeah, basically this is the money that's flowing through, and you can see the growth year in, year out.
It's only gonna grow.
Yeah, but look at from 2020 onwards, the volume was crazy.
Disgusting.
And guess what? The institutions are not even heavy in yet. None of the big players are really heavy in yet. They're just literally starting now. So what is it going to be in the coming years, in the next run?
$17 trillion transferred in Bitcoin.
Insane. All right, cool. Cool. Then there was Solana and Ethereum. I'm going to skip through a bit of this just because I'm conscious of time. You guys know where the report is. And then this is a little bit on the positions in all exchanges. And you can see when people were shorting and also buying heavily and how that affected the market conditions.
I love how people were just buying heavy at the top.
Oh yeah, look how heavily
Buying.
they're buying at the top. Oh yeah, you can see these spikes right here, and then the markets pick buy.
Why do people buy at the top though? Like,
because they see it going up high and they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna make so much money.
Bro, you gotta think, yeah.
People think backwards.
Right now, people are not gonna be buying Bitcoin right now.
Yeah.
People are gonna buy Bitcoin when it hits 60K. Nah. They're not even gonna get it 60. It'll tell you when we're gonna see Bitcoin everywhere, and you're gonna get everyone talking about it when it passes its all-time high. For some unknown reason, the public has this thing of if it's past the all-time high, it means it's time to buy.
Yeah.
They do not understand that passing your all-time high means it's actually
time to go,
sell.
mate. Time to jump out. Anyway, in our opinion, these are the total borrowers on decentralized lending platforms. And Aave, I thought they were a big boy, but MakerDAO was just like, you know what? You think you're a big boy, but I'm double that right up here. MakerDAO is looking like it's the biggest big boy. I thought Aave was the big boy, but MakerDAO
they lend out in stables.
Exactly that, yeah. But MakerDAO 5.3 mil right there, 2.7 mil, and this is an ETH. How much Ethereum, by the way? This 5.3 mil. Anyway, etc. So yeah, these are the different platforms. And let's have a look at this market depth comparison for Ethereum to USD and stables, basically, and then Ethereum to Bitcoin. Look at this. Wow. Crazy. So USD to ETH is definitely getting a lot more.
Kraken's not really cracking like that anymore.
Kraken ain't cracking like that, to be honest. Yeah.
Probably was. I thought it was doing more than Coinbase.
No, because the UI UX is crap, bro. It's only for like experienced ass people. It's like the most stripped back thing. Well, do we think that Ethereum will ever replace Bitcoin?
Yeah, I do. I've said this for time, and it's going to get shot in the head.
No. Replaced is not the correct word because they're not the same assets. Flip.
Yeah, flip.
Yeah.
Flip. Yeah, but not replace. You can't replace digital gold. You can't replace Bitcoin.
Yeah. Yeah. That's possible, definitely.
Yeah,
I think you'll flip it, and then someone else will come in and replace it.
Yeah. So let's look at the decentralized exchange volume. So this is the volume on all of the decentralized exchanges, and other is really flying up as well, quite interestingly. So others are really big because DeFi was really booming. People were looking for new platforms with higher yields, etc. So it's looking like it was keeping up with Sushi Swap and the likes of Uniswap, etc.
Actually,
which is quite interesting.
I take my thing back.
What now, Mike?
If more projects build on stacks and build on the Lightning Network, then Ethereum's not needed. If basically the problem in the space is UI UX.
Yeah.
Right. So if there is all of a sudden better UI UX on Bitcoin and you can do the smart contracts and the NFTs on Bitcoin, then Ethereum's pointless.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but it's just making that attractive to the users because there's so much people that are in the market already. It would have to have really good growth, really good, exciting things happening for people to be like, damn, I need to put some capital here. And for that to then start to build and snowball until it takes over.
We done told people about Filecoin.
I know, man, we did. But yeah, shout out to Masari. As you can see, I can see the Masari logo here, and it says Masari here anyway. But Grayscale, they'd be checking out Masari, and we broke down the Masari report how long ago now, Mike? Years ago.
They just need to pay us.
Yeah. So yeah, Filecoin active deals.
Grayscale, I know you got someone watching this. Grayscale, sorry, I know you got someone watching this. You need to start paying us for this.
Yeah, we got you, man. We got you guys.
Because ain't nobody on the internet doing. And how do we know nobody's on the internet doing this? Because we checked.
Yeah,
we checked.
All right. So yeah, 507% year on year.
In fact, they don't even have to pay us. Yeah, just fly us out to the events. Give us a nice look at a hotel. Let's do a little half an hour speech. That's it. Every year.
All right, Michael.
And free Masari membership.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys are there, you're hearing that. You heard what Mike said, man. You heard what Mike said. So
Imagine.
what's actually quite interesting, protocol revenue's flat, but they got a lot of active deals year in, year out, which is quite interesting. But yeah, mad growth on that. But it's kind of weird the way that looks like manipulation galore. So there's that. Anyway, cool. That's pretty much it. Let's have a look at what's next. I'll actually run through this properly. We're running a bit over time. So seasoned crypto investors are no strangers to the wild price swings and 80% down draws. It is expected in nascent assets in a nascent asset class. We believe that technology underpinning the entire industry has the potential to revolutionize all aspects of digital life. That's a big fact. From fintech to entertainment. In 40 years since the internet became publicly available, there has never been a way to truly own digital assets without personally operating the physical hardware it lives on until Bitcoin was created. It can be easy to lose sight of how far we've come in this industry or as an industry, but in our opinion, bad news can be viewed as good news for investors with a long enough time horizon. Exactly what I was saying about investors buying things at lower prices. What started as a hobby project by an anonymous cryptographer has now time and again been pronounced dead, is now providing value in countless industries across the globe. Blockchain technology is helping provide financial inclusion and equality in developing countries, sparking innovation in finance and cryptography, and driving progress in the new phase of the internet. Nowhere ownership of digital assets and items is not dependent on a centralized authority. Oh, that's a big one as well, man. You guys, decentralization, just remember this one here. One where ownership of digital assets and items is not dependent on a centralized authority. We'll see how long that stays. At the time of this writing, every market cycle that the crypto industry has gone through has left the ecosystem stronger than previous. In the crypto, we have seen that failure is not fatal to the industry, but instead necessary step to progressing into the future. This market cycle has already provided us with battle-tested DeFi and infrastructure protocols, innovations and scaling solutions, and growing metaverse industries, and more. Despite price declines and liquidations and volatility, the crypto industry continues to build and innovate, pushing the boundaries of what is possible. That's what Grayscale has to say about the future and what is next. And then Grayscale obviously trying to sell who they are. Obviously, they're trying to say, yo, come spend some money with us. And that's the Grayscale bear market report. Obviously, they said all of this stuff here, which is what we said in the beginning of our episode, pretty much.
To top this off.
That's been the Grayscale bear market report. Yes.
Google Cloud announced a partnership with Tezos blockchain.
Google Cloud have a partnership with Tezos blockchain. Shout out to Tezos.
How should I?
Now you smashed it with this one, bro. You
bro.
plugged in. The people who weren't live, you missed out. I'm excited to go through this report myself, and
Yes.
even screenshot little bits for the socials and stuff, because there's
Oh, definitely, without a doubt.
There's too many great paragraphs,
bro. Too many, and also with this report,
snippets.
I think the most important thing to try and ingrain in your brain is the number of days that the cycles run by. Understanding that would then give almost like I wouldn't say a cheat code, because there's obviously black swan events that can happen, but it will give you a deeper understanding of, damn, that happened last time, that happened, it took these number of days, and then you can start to see the cycles, because all of the large institutional investors like Grayscale are thinking that way. So it's good to think like Grayscale, right? But that's been me. We're running short on time, but I'll take 2 questions from anyone. 2 questions. Let's go.
I got one question. You
Go
said
ahead.
There's a way to make the difference ourselves, like, in terms of, like, the instead of like staking the coins or whatever on centralized platforms.
Yes.
How do you go about doing that?
Go directly with the largest lending platforms that are giving out the best yields and work with them rather than going into an intermediary in between. Basically, just use the protocols themselves, research them properly, and do your thing.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah. In terms of,
Sorry, your microphone's quite quiet. I can't hear you currently.
oh, can you?
Can you guys hear that?
No, it's still muffled.
Oh, can you hear now? Can you hear properly now? Are you into like
Yes.
DeFi staking? Are you into like DeFi staking and lending protocols?
Yes.
You specialize in that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What advice would you give like to that? A lot of like,
Still muffled, bro.
so I've heard a lot of things where it's gone wrong where people.
I'm gonna mute 1 second. Hopefully it helps.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of things where
Muffled.
they've gone. And
Bro, we can't hear you, bro.
can you hear me now?
Please type it in chat if possible. Apologies.
I have a question for Mr. Hardy while that's happening. What there was a mention of an airdrop group.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was, still on the table.
Yeah, it's still happening. It's not instant. It's gonna happen.
I don't know, it's just and you told me
It's happening, bro. Bro,
okay.
you're the guy chopping up the YouTubes, so you could just literally chop it up and keep posting it on our own feed. I would have to do it.
Yeah, exactly that.
Oh, I nearly choked, sorry.
Bro, you got more power than you realize, bro.
And don't forget about the blog page.
Oh yeah, they're speaking to the Bank of England. Oh, Jez, you're saying you chatted to the Bank of England about CBDCs. Yeah, they're pushing heavy as well. Bank of England, they're really looking to develop it out. And they've basically said that they're releasing who they want to use, but I think that they've already made that decision. And they've got these applications that they want people to put out for developing and building out exchanges, etc. But I believe that they've already chosen. Even though the release dates of when they're going to pick people to build things out are publicly out, I think that they've made the choice before. But yeah.
Well, so just to piggyback off that one, like, are you guys worried at all about this CBDC thing?
Nope.
Right.
I'm not worried now.
I used to be, but I'm not anymore.
No, because there's no point in being worried. Worried for what?
I'm not worried anymore because I realized Jack's mom can't fight the giant at the top of the beanstalk.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Deb,
yeah.
Okay, Dubem's
what advice would you give to
what? What advice would you give to go about DeFi staking and lending? Book in a call with me.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
That's my response to that.
You need to book in a lesson.
Yeah, you need to book in a lesson because I can get very deep into.
You can't explain that on.
It's not like a 2-minute thing. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, let me just finish on the CBDC thing.
Wait, no. I need live recorded on YouTube Gilbin's review of the 101, which should have been half an hour. And how long was it, dude? How much of my time did it give away?
An hour and a half. Literally an hour and a half.
Wow.
Mad.
Could you please give the people the review on the free session and just a couple of things which you learned?
Literally, like I learned, it was mind blowing. It was so powerful. Like what I learned, like literally what he was telling me about, because we'll discuss about crypto, but he was telling me what are the most important assets. He was telling me about how powerful real estate is, how powerful stock is, how powerful commodities is. Like it was just telling me how powerful that is, and the numbers, like how much money is involved in that. And it was obviously talking about like the historical data that's existed from like 17th century, that it's existing from day one, from the longest, and it still remains relevant. And that's what people look at. These are the tools that people look at to determine wealth. And it was just telling me literally about the whole crypto, like how, like literally how you explain it as well, like how to get in, like how
Yeah.
people, how you accumulate. So like in a, like say for example, in a bear market right now, like we're in a bear market right now, but like say when you have like a bull market, when you have a bear market rally, you'd sell some, and then because you're still in a bear market, you'd buy back again. But then once the bull run kicks in, you just leave it, and you just leave it. So it was telling me just like how you can just literally accumulate. And when the bull market,
There you go.
kicks in, you just
Accumulate.
You just don't touch anything. You don't touch anything. You don't even have to buy anything. But then again, if let's say, maybe if I'm right, let's say in a bull market rally, you could probably buy back again. You could probably buy back, like if you were to get a little pullback, you could probably buy back again and then accumulate more. So there's ways to do it. Like you were just telling me some mad strategies. Like literally.
There you go. Yeah.
You don't get this education at school, but yeah, we got to bounce.
Yeah, we do have to go. But I appreciate you guys. This has been the game.
Yes, sir.
Many blessings. I'll see you guys.
Thank you.
Peace.
Yeah, game
Thank you,
changer.
guys.
Thank you, man.
Take care.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
for the review, Dublin. Much
No,
appreciated.
bro.
Very kind of you.
Oh man, thank you.
Thank
for
you. Thank you,
time,
guys.
bro.
Really good conversation. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Jersey from Coin Mode. Shout out to our friends at Coin